And welcome back. We have a request for a battle with a Wisp and how to defeat them. So we're going to go ahead and take on this Wisp and walk through just a couple of tactics that you want. Now, they are weak against lightning and they attack spellcasters. They're fast and incorporeal. Uh, Physical damage doesn't touch them, so we need elemental damage. If you have lightning on a weapon, that would work. If you have magic damage on a weapon, that would also work. Fire damage does affect them, although they seem to be fairly resistant against them. And so fire is not that useful. And so we're going to pull our wizard off. Meteor, we're going to put him on lightning strike. And we're going to put our two geomancers on lightning strike also. And of course, we're going to keep our priest on our auto heal, and we're going to have our warrior and our knight on normal battle, and we're just going to have them run up. I'm actually going to keep one of them in the back by our casters, and then I'm also going to keep our knight chasing the wisps. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark the wisp, and we'll just continue on here. Now, for right now, our casters can kind of go on auto. And we're going to keep our wisp in hand. Priest can go on auto for the time being. We're going to get our knight in position. So we're just going to wait with our warrior for the time being. And see, he attacks our spellcasters. He will generally go after whoever's doing the most damage or the weakest in general. Our wizard has the lowest hit points of all of our casters at the moment, so he's actually kind of popping him. Alright, now the wisp does summon help. In this instance, I went ahead and summoned specters. So if you have somebody that has decent undead damage, like this one has a specter right next to our priest, you can go ahead and use some of the preferred undead spells for that. We'll go ahead and put our warrior back on auto real quick. Exorcism should take care of this specter real quick. There we go. And he summons the elemental bomb balls also. So those will go off. But of course, a simple hit will actually make them go away. You notice he also summoned spiders. This is part of the reason why I was keeping the warrior back just a little bit in case this happened. If you have something to deal with them, that's fine. If you have your casters that are decently tough to where they can either hit and move, or the preferred method is to, if we can find one of our casters that has it on a support bar here. Mana Rupture, not so much. I think that'll be our other one here. We'll go ahead and keep heals up. There we go. Fireball does good with spiders. Any fire damage, or if you have Ignite will do very well also. And it's kind of one of those leave it and forget it type things. Once we get our guys into spot here, let me kind of move him. I'm moving my priest around on accident, so let's go ahead and get her back. We'll take a raid. There we go. Fairly easy. Use our high level hotspot to blast that spider. Walking off on our druid here. Now with our auto attack on our lightning, we went ahead and we managed to kill the wisp, which is fine. Not too much is going on there. And so as long as you can keep your casters alive, keep them relatively protected, keep heals up, and keep lightning strike on that wisp, it will actually do fairly well. With the other summons, if you're able to move your casters, your druids, your priests, or your wizards or mages out of the way quick enough, and have a backline tank and to take that aggro, you can. Large AoE spells, Fireball, Ignite, Mana Rupture will also take care of those. So I'm going to see if I can grab another fight with a Wisp here and do another battle. There we go, we got another Wisp. Accidentally ran into him prematurely, wasn't expecting him. So let's go ahead and do the same thing that we did in the previous one. We're going to switch our wizard over to Mana Rupture. We're going to stick our Geomancer on Ignite. And then, of course, if you have another caster that is proficient in Lightning Strike, go ahead and put that on. And we're going to keep our warrior and our knights on attack and advance, and then our priest on passive to continuously heal. And we're going to start with everybody off for the time being, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to automatically mark. This is for our Lightning Strike caster. He's going to continuously cast Lightning Strike on the Wisp, and we'll go ahead and get this going. I'll adjust that speed back down just a little bit. 3 should be fine. Like I said, normally what you want to do is try to keep a tank in the back for instances like our spiders here. And I like to spread everybody out just a little bit. It helps with, it gives us just a little bit more of a buffer space for things to occur. This way we can get in between everybody if need be. And see, our knight's not wanting to follow instructions and go forward. So I'm going to go ahead and get him ran up and aggroed onto our Wisp. Generally, once he's on the Wisp, he should stay on the Wisp. Let's see, now we got, okay, there we go. Ignite. The vortices, these will come also. Again, these are only able to be affected by magic, so Mana Rupture will work for them. Alright, I think we should be okay. I'm going to spread these guys out just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and put our warrior on auto. I'll move you. And for some reason, it doesn't look like Mana Rupture is actually being cast. Let's see what's going on with that. See if we can't do that manually. Move him up just one. Back to auto, back to auto. There we go. He was just taking for so long getting a turn actual to cast that, so it's taking forever. See, there you go. The vortices disappear with the Mana Rupture. The spiders and generally everything else is going to disappear with high-level Ignite. And then basically you're just going to be chasing the Wisps around. If you have weapons that have magic damage, preferably, or any elemental damage, lightning, fire, that's going to help a little bit. As you notice, nobody's really doing that much damage to the Wisp. 70, 60s, a lot of things that are under 100, under 20. That last lightning strike did 100. But that's about the only thing that's really to kill the Wisp is elementals. And then you need to have good crowd control. Whether it's using Ignite and Mana Rupture on autocast like that, or using Fireball and Frostball and Lightning Ball for the groups, and then sporadically if he casts or summons specters in being able to deal with them with either Holy Chant, or if you have an Exorcist that has Exorcise or good undead damage, to use that to your advantage. I'll go ahead and I'll try to find one more Wisp within this tunnel section and take care of that and show you one more iteration of the Wisps. Alright, we are actually in a different tunnel section now. Actually went ahead and completed the other deep tunnels that we were in because I couldn't find any more Wisps, so went to spend another 15k, got another Wisp here. So we're going to basically do a different iteration of that, but we're going to go manual. We're not going to cast Mana Rupture or Ignite. We're going to use the different AoE spells with those. And we got to pull Auto Tactics off. I always have him on Meteor because of the stupid golems down here. Again, we're not going to use too much on that. We're going to leave him on Magic in case we do run him on Auto. And we're going to do Hotspot and Lightning. And do it this way. And we're not going to target anybody. As soon as things pop up, they're going to deal with them as they see fit on their threats. And one person I do need to pull off is going to be him. So I'm going to move him up just one spot so we can get that. Alright, now if you notice, we're going to have vortices right off the bat. So hopefully, not that it'll be too much of a hassle. Now again, these are the spot casters. If you have a high enough proficiency to be able to do this, and you're not that it gets too overswarmed, notice it's taking a couple of casts for that one Spectre. And this team's in mid-40s for their classes. But they have a decent high-level spells. You know, so I pull everybody off here and I'll do a manual round real quick. You know, he's got level 13 magic missile, and he still only does 48. Which is quite funny. Our priest, well, she can stay on auto. And so can our fighters. Level 11 hotspot. These are just from autocast. If you guys leave your guys on the basic spells on autocast and don't move them around, you can get decent, actually really high spell ratings. Again, 13 on that. He's still only doing about 40. It's not super damaging. But with the other things that pop up, the vortices, the spiders, the specters, they all kind of get a go at it. And see, this is just saying that you don't need the massive AoE and crowd control, but it helps. It definitely does help. And see, lightning's going to be about the highest damage dealing. Our Necromancer, our Geomancer that has Lightning Strike is doing about 100, 130. Let's see, now we got some spiders. Let's see, we got spiders and vortices. The spiders I'm not too worried about, because these guys can actually do fairly decent up close, except for our wizard. Looks like he's actually going to get kind of surrounded here. I'm going to go ahead and pop Magic Rupture. This should actually take care of everybody, or at least all the vortices in a couple of rounds. There we go. Once that falls off, we go back to normal. And the Wisps, they'll generally target your casters automatically and do their elemental damage. So if your guys have kind of low resistances, you can train Endure elements on just about everybody. So even a couple of levels of proficiency in that will help if you can stack lightning resists and magic resists for the Wisps. That actually goes a very long ways. Again, if you guys are used to auto combat with Wisps, you can do it if you're confident in your team and you got enough elemental damage to put out, but I would not suggest it. The best bet is to have 2 tanks, one in the back, one in front, chasing, have magic and elemental damage, and definitely high enough elemental resistance on your casters to be able to resist either the lightning strike or the magic strikes that the Wisp actually comes out. I hope this helps, guys. Again, Ignite and Mana Rupture is kind of a go-to for me. If you guys aren't proficient up in it and you have Fireball and Lightning Ball and Frost Ball, those will work too. Again, the favorite go-to element for the Wisp is going to be Lightning Strike at a high levels that'll be doing in the hundreds, if not more. If you guys actually enjoyed this video and you want other monster how-to videos, go ahead and just put it in the comments. I put a post on the Facebook page. The next one up is going to be an Undead Dragon run. If I can get them to pop relatively soon, I'll do that next. If it's going to take me a while, I might do another monster instead of that. Alright, enjoy the dungeon crawl. Don't be afraid of Wisps.